Hello guys, my name is Gertrude. It's nice to meet you. Because of you 2023 has been an amazing year and I want to thank you all. I started off the year living at your mom's house, which is very smelly and moist, but that's a story for another time. But thanks to Tyler, he got me out of that dungeon where I now live a very happy and fulfilling life. He treats me so well and he is one of the nicest humans I have ever met. There is no one more beautiful, nice, sexy, kind, and humble than him. He said if this video gets 5,000 likes I won't end up like Gary. Please don't let me end up like him. Please.
I didn't think I'd get to this part. I thought one or two hits. All right, let's use a center block. Nothing. It's literally blasting pieces of the cinder block off and hitting me in the leg. Okay. We want to play those games? All right. Let's play those games then. Let's go to the reverse. Maybe this video isn't going to go the way that I thought it was. I'm genuinely speechless. Our next item, I don't even remember what this is exactly. It does say danger, be careful to hit people. So I guess it's something to hit people with. I don't remember what this is supposed to be. Under pressure is what it is. Why is it trying to explode? What is this thing doing? Oh man, why is it under pressure? What is this? Is this some type of stop from exploding device? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Why is it doing that? So is this supposed to like... I assume it wants to explode out, so I assume it's supposed to do something like explode out in some way. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I see what happens here. You push it, and that automatically kind of goes like this. And this kind of wants to just explode. I'm just going to let it go. Okay. We have a stick. So what is collapsible? What just beat? What? Like, is this a stick? Is you're supposed to like... Did that just extend? Is that what you're supposed to do? Like, use this tip and beat somebody with it? Like, this has to be just a one-time use. Why? Are you supposed to carry this with you just in your pocket and then just the one time you need it, maybe like whip this thing out and then like fight somebody off with it or something? Rainforest mist. Oh. It don't smell like a rainforest. 2 out of 10. It smells like... To me, it smells like a hairdresser flavor. Very chemically type of smell. Without carbonation and with on max flavor, because I like strong flavors. First, I'm also gonna start with only the splash flavors because I have a feeling they're all gonna be bad, and I want to get the really bad ones out of the way first. So first is gonna be juicy watermelon. That actually smells decent. But it doesn't taste good. All of these they need to take all these splash flavors, throw them in the trash. 1.5. We're stuck in first gear. Can't work the emergency brake. Nothing we can do. All right. So with just a simple flathead, maybe this flathead, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. It's like right there. I know you guys probably can't. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright. There we go. We stole the car. We can speed out of here like GTA. That went about how I expected. See, I was able to just get a screwdriver right under here. And it has a little pin that sticks out. I was able to just peel that up in no time. So that is not only an extremely limiting anti-theft device, because you have to have this style of emergency brake. This car is a 99. Probably anything newer than like a, I don't know, 2010 probably isn't even gonna have a brake like this. I think they've all switched to like push buttons. This thing you wouldn't even be able to use it unless you had something else random here that you could like lock this onto. And then if you also had your gear selector here. Very only for unique instances, and also not very secure. Fire, how quickly it just engulfs in flames, and how easily they light on fire is what I want you to think about whenever I'm throwing sparks directly into this and it doesn't light. Because why would it? And there's a ton more of those pine needles. So, you know, on the off chance that they actually do light, which we all know is not going to happen, I can get more. All right, take 375 of trying to light flammable things on fire. Oh, great. The handle fell off. Nice. That's nice. The glue separated. Awesome. And guess what? Pine needles that light on fire super easy, not lighting on fire. Am I doing something wrong? Am I an idiot? Like what, like the sparks are going directly into it. What else do you want from me? I'm gonna get a ton of pine needles and stack them all against the rock so they can't go anywhere. All right, got a whole stack of pine needles. No. Again, why would something that is supposed to be flammable, why would it light on fire? That almost seemed like maybe it almost did something. Nothing. Nice. Pine needles don't light on fire. Dried leaves don't light on fire. Dried sticks, wood chips. So just that's what we're doing now. Just nothing lights on fire. Let me try a bigger bit. Maybe the bigger ones will do a little better than the small ones, perhaps. So let's bump all the way up to a 5/16. Something that's got bigger teeth. Maybe it'll remove the material a lot easier. I'm gonna start slow, because I guess you can never really drill too slow. This thing just walks all over the place. We're probably, after all that, maybe halfway. Is this how long it takes to usually do, like, normally drill a hole in tile? Because I feel like it shouldn't take this long at all. I still feel like we're like approximately at the deepest point, like halfway through. Alright, I need to rewatch the video because I'm pretty sure they drilled through tile in like 2 seconds. This is getting absurd. So, I rewatched some of the videos. I don't know what kind of tile they're using. These are porcelain. These are premium porcelain tiles. The ones in the video, he slowed the drill bit down, just like I was. In the video, it chews through the tile 100% of the way in like less than 5 seconds. It just goes slow and it just chews right through it. But so far, that has not been my experience. And I haven't even got through one tile in probably like, I don't know, over 5 minutes, maybe even close to 10 minutes of just straight drilling. Oh, my first lock, so no one steals my bike, is this. And you kind of just pull out the cable and then you lock it around your bike, and nobody can steal it. So, since I don't want this to get stolen, let's just put this right here. All right, nice and secure. All right, so the 3-minute timer starts now. Ooh, what do we have here? A little bike. I think I could probably, oh, no way. Oh, I gotta mix up the code. I think I could probably break this with my hands. What if I just, whoop, oh, I got me a free bike. That was, wow. Look at that, that is pathetic. So this is obviously something you would put like inside of a hiking bag, just for, you know, just in case. Spare blanket. Oh, this is gonna be one of those like Mylar blankets. Those are, I've showcased this type of blanket many times, probably 5 or 6 times throughout the channel. These things work great. Some paracord. You can never go wrong with having paracord. A whistle. So I guess if you get lost, that is a good whistle. Some of these cheap little whistles like this are garbage. That is loud and that is good. All right, so now we are going to do some testing on a hill so that we can make sure that we have not compromised the functionality of the lawnmower by putting the chair on top. I think it's going to be fine, but I'm curious. So I'm actually really impressed with that, because I thought that if we were going to have any problems where all the weight is on the back and then with me sitting on top of it puts even more weight on the back, I figured that going up the hill it would really want to flip backwards. But as long as I lean forward whenever it feels like it wants to flip backwards and just kind of shift my weight, it seems to be completely fine. I don't think that it's going to do much. I don't think it's going to be nearly this clear. That's just my prediction. Oh, so far it looks like I'm probably wrong. Unless that's just the water coming through. And it does look like it's taking longer to filter than the water. Okay. And it looks like, after I went through, it looks like I actually wasn't that far off. I thought I was going to be wrong for a minute, but not really. We have our control, Amazon, and then Brita. You can tell that the Amazon filter is not pulling as much stuff out as the Brita. But I'll give it a taste test. I'll start with the Brita. The Brita actually left a lot of stuff in there. If you guys saw my last video, I put a bunch of liquids through a water filter, but it was a zero water filter, not a Brita. And the zero water filter took out a lot more than what this took out. This still tastes very Mountain Dewy, even though it's clear. And I can taste a lot of sugar and actually like quite a bit of flavor. It just feels like it maybe cut the flavor by like 40% maybe. Amazon. It tastes like Mountain Dew Light, if that was such a thing. Because it still tastes very Mountain Dewy. I can taste a lot more flavor in this than I can this. I can tell there's more sugar in this than this, I believe. The Amazon filter, I just don't feel like it's really doing that much, to be honest. I'm going to assume that it's just charcoal and that's it. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong because I don't know anything about water filtration. But it just feels like maybe charcoal alone is not enough. Maybe there should be some other stuff in there, like whatever the Brita has in there. So I would not recommend the Amazon water filters. And the day is finally here, and I am so excited. So in the original videos, the guy just kind of holds the blender down with his hand. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to use a ratchet strap just in case this gets a little bit wild, because you never know what's going to happen. So we're just going to strap this thing down, make sure it doesn't go anywhere. I'm also curious about the lithium battery that's in the phone. I know they can be a little wild sometimes, so it's best for me to be out of the way. This is one of the greatest moments of my life right now. So in standard Will It Blend fashion, I'm going to press the smoothie button, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. That was crazy. Although there's still a giant chunk in there. So let's, and the strap got a little bit loose. That is crazy. And then we'll see the difference. Oh, perfect, we got some wind. That'll be absolutely great for this test. I'm gonna do the bamboo first. Oh. Gotta hold over, I guess. Well, not that much over. Oh, look at that. First, let's peel off the bologna that doesn't have the rind on it. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't smell that bad, for what that's worth. But it didn't do anything to the paint. Like, literally nothing. It's like, it just looks the exact same as it did before. So I'm gonna assume... Yeah. There's like a little dirt ring around it. But other than that, bologna did absolutely nothing. So let's let's turn the lights off. Honestly, it looks kind of real. Like if I hung this up somewhere, that doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, that's just the regular light. That's not horrible. If I was like, I don't know, walking down a little trail or something, I could probably see a little something. Or if maybe I was in the middle of the woods and I just wanted like some ambiance, hang this up in a tree or something. So for a little electronic lantern, I think it's pretty good. I would give that like, I don't know, 7 out of 10. I gotta ream this. Trying to do this in a good place for the cameras is quite difficult. Wow. Aren't you supposed to be able to go straight in and out? So, alright, I mean it's in there, so I guess we can count that. Little gummy strip thing. Feed that through. Alright. Then we have, what is this? Rubber solution. I guess you're supposed to put this on the strip. Rubber solution. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it all over the place. I'm sure you can't have too much of this stuff. Okay, get that junk out of there. I can feel this thing loosening inside the handle. That's not a pleasant feeling. Come on. I might have to put this thing on the ground. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that. Oh, I think the part of the problem is where I couldn't properly ream it out with this because it bent. Now, I think that's as far as it's gonna go. Pull it out. All right, so the cheapest one from Amazon, that performed about how you'd expect. I want to see if I can cut straight through an apple. Oh, jeez. I literally did not even hit that square. Took a giant chunk out of it. Oh. We're taking giant chunks out of it. I took the time to put the handles on. The secret was you just needed to spit on them. Believe it or not, let's start right here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is this not that bad? What's going on here? Dare I say this is actually good? Why is this actually decent? It's kind of weird that it's not like mulch and it just kind of like takes the top off the grass. I'm literally speechless. I don't even know what to say. Me to believe that this is just made for like, you know, really small stuff. Like not twigs, but like little tiny branches or something. Why would you need all this just to cut a little, like something small? Just use like an axe or a hatchet or a machete or something. Let's go again. Something I didn't even think about. This thing is constantly trying to like pull your hands forward. So like if you're sitting here cutting, it's gonna like constantly like jam your hand into the wood, which I'm sure is what that guard would help with, but I don't know where that guard goes. I can smell this thing getting really hot. We'll see if we can't like whittle something out of it and try to like maybe where this like trunk is curved a little bit, see if we can't make something happen where I can have a good baton so that I can really get through some firewood. Actually, I should probably do it over here where you can see. So I'm just gonna chop on this like a beaver kind of. I wish a hatchet would have been in my budget. That would have been nice. I'm already tired. I can already feel that my forearm is sore. Oh, this is gonna be a long day. All right, let's see if maybe we can just push it over. This is either going to be very smart because I'm working smarter, not harder, or this is going to be very dumb and it'll make a good clip for the video. I want to climb up it and then just pull it down and hopefully it'll break right there. Come on. Oh. Ow! What was that? I don't think this is possible. Maybe we need Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if we get some momentum going. All right. I think that's a good plan. I think we just need to chop it out a little bit more. All right. Now it doesn't stand a chance. Oh, yeah. We're good. We're so good. I don't want you to fall that way because that's the way the camera is. Beautiful. Just like I planned it. Wow. Okay, here we go. One. Two. Oh. This is supposed to be fun? This is what we do for fun now. I'm having a blast. I'm having the time of my life. So fun. It's also so challenging. Come on, we gotta get the last one in. Okay, this is really stupid. Let me know in the comments, would you play this game? Because I think this is one of the dumbest games I've ever played in my life. Let's see where we're at now, after 3 hours. Actually, I think almost close to 3.5 hours, to be honest. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I mean, 46. 45. 45 for that one. It's not terrible. Wow. This thing, this one sucks. I really thought that this one would be so much better because it has, it's upside down, because it has the lid. I don't know why, but the lid just gave me the impression that it would be so much better. But this one sucks. Let me give these a taste test. Let's see. I mean, that's cold. That feels like it just came out of the refrigerator. It only took 3 hours to get there, but outside of that, it's fine. Now, this one that came out of here, you can tell whenever you drink it that it's like just on the edge of starting to get cold. You know what I mean? It's almost like you put it in the fridge and you just poured it out a little bit too soon. That is definitely a letdown. That's bad. Regardless of the fact that this one is a little bit better, if you needed cool drinks relatively fast, neither one of these are good options. Okay, it goes right through the watermelon, no problem. Let me try to feed it directly halfway in. Are you kidding me? It sliced it like 4 or 5 times without even really slowing down. No problem. And now I have watermelon juice everywhere. All right, I am absolutely disgusted with not only myself, but also you guys, because you guys let me make this mistake. I did not draw a circle around my tent to protect me from sea bears. I can't believe that you guys let me wait this long to do that. I don't want no sea bears getting me in the middle of the night. There. Now we're safe. Yeah. I'm not gonna leave these in here. Who would want a bun like this? I'll have one with and one without. I mean, I get it because it's warm, but it's so soggy. All right. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Let's unplug this bad boy. And what is a couple hot dogs without some mustard? So we'll try them with a little mustard. Now, I would assume that the one that has the soggy bun is probably going to be the gross one. Honestly, the soggy bun probably, I don't think it hurt it that bad. I think there's something to that, actually. To walk. It's almost like you're in, like, some type of brace, which I guess kind of you are. Imagine if you like, wanted an invisible seat. Like, presumably you would be going somewhere where you're going to be, like, waiting for a long time, like maybe a line or, you know, someplace where you're going to be walking and waiting for a long time. So imagine, imagine walking somewhere for like hours and hours like this, just so that you can have a chair. I should just be able to sit down, and now I have my invisible chair. So. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that hurt. Huh. Although I didn't put much pressure on it. Let's do it again. I'll rev it up and then I'll like really put some pressure on it. Oh. Okay. Well, you might have pinched a finger real bad. Oh, there's a little hole right there. Oh, there's a little hole right here. Oh, there's actually a pretty big hole right here. I mean, it did rip holes in it, and you would have got injured. So, does it completely stop a chainsaw? No. Does it severely slow it down, and you would probably go from, like, losing a hand to probably being relatively fine? Maybe, like, a little gash or something? Maybe a couple stitches? And you'd be alright? Yeah. So I guess since this thing is going to just bounce the cinder blocks off of it like it's a basketball, we're just going to go straight for... Ooh, I didn't even think about this. The bottom. We're just going to go straight for the Warhammer, the absolute most destructive weapon that I have. My lab coat is kind of a little bit tight. See if we can... I think we're going to blow right through that. Okay, maybe not. Stuck in it, though. Alright. The second time it didn't stick in. And I don't think... No. Oh, no, actually you can. That actually kind of hurt. One of them... I think the second one, you can feel it that it poked all the way through. This is like, what is this? Like, it's gotta be some type of like really thick acrylic or like epoxy or something. I thought maybe I could like crush it and then it would like, even if it was plastic, you know, maybe it would like shatter or break or something in some way. Oh, I got something else. How about a tomahawk? Literally just like barely left a tiny little gash in there. Alright. Not that this is going to make a difference, but it will at least make me feel a little bit better. I'm not going to lie, that's actually kind of dangerous. That kind of hurt. That literally bounced off of this, hit the wall, came back and hit me right in the knee. And that hurt a little bit. So now, instead of me causing this thing damage, it's trying to cause me damage. And then hopefully be strong enough to just snap it. See if it spins or not. Okay, well, I probably should have tried that before I turned the camera on. That's going to be a problem. I need to flip this thing over. So now we should be able to go this way, right? No, we gotta go this way. Come on. A little 10mm digs into your hand. We'll use the old leverage trick here. Oh. Okay. Maybe. Is this really this week? Maybe this pin's a lot stronger than I thought it was. Let's take a break from spice and not do. Let's not do spice. Let's jump to kangaroo. Kangaroo with beef and pork. It doesn't say anything about a flavor, so I assume it's just like a standard flavor. That is a unique flavor. I don't even know how to describe that. I'm gonna put that on in the do not like pile. That kind of just seems like, I was like kind of gamey. There's just like, I don't know, just something off about it. I put the wheels back on. I feel like the steering wheel is about as good as it's gonna get. So if we go, okay, to the right is where we had really good steering. If we go to the right, then this wheel doesn't quite go as far as it used to, but this one still goes the same. So, and then if we go to the left, this one doesn't really have that much turn, but this one has way more. So, I kind of feel like now, whichever way we turn, the wheel of whichever way we turn is not going to turn that great, but the opposite side is going to turn really far. That's not supposed to be an M. That's supposed to be a W. Come on, man. Ugh. 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 Oh, man. That tastes like you just opened a fresh jar of pickles. Ugh. It feels like something's like crawling down inside of you or something. And I just completely guessed the oil and the water. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. Man, I'm good. I should become a baker. So I think what we're gonna do is maybe like a third of it, like a third of the pan. I don't know how much this stuff is gonna like rise up. All right. So if this works, imagine this. Imagine you could just put cake batter inside your lunchbox. You could have 2 lunchboxes. One with lunch, one with dessert. I'll plug it in. Let's go. Let's let it sit for, I don't know, like maybe 30 minutes. Nah, probably an hour or so. Then we'll check on it. All right, and we're off. So it's been about, I think like 3 hours. Let's see what we got. Oh, I checked on it at the hour mark. Yeah, hour mark, and it was just kind of like a goopy soup. And then I checked on it at the 2 hour mark, and it looked a little bit better. And now here we are 3 hours. That honestly looks pretty good. It feels good. All right, let's see. Okay, the bottom's a little bit burnt. That's good cake consistency. Actually, that's a little... That might be a little bit too underdone. But the sides here... That looks good. Hey, that tastes like cake, and that tastes like good cake too. Okay, so obviously our last suspension test did pretty good. So the last test that we're going to do is we're going to slowly but surely ramp this thing higher and higher. I have enough cinder blocks to go 3 cinder blocks tall, because that's as comfortable as I feel like going. We're going to start off with 1. We'll see how it does. We're also going to go 2nd gear. Go ahead and jump up to hydrochloric acid. This one, the lid has built up some pressure, which usually means that there's some type of reaction going on. And honestly, if I look at it from this, the acid looks like it has a kind of a gold tinge to it. So I'm almost curious if it kind of dissolved a little bit of it. I mean, there was a little bit of pressure in there. Thankfully, not much. Man, that stuff's strong. Oh, you know what? Let's compare that to this. I think this one right here that came out of the hydrochloric acid, you guys let me know in the comments, but I think it looks just a little bit different. Alright, so as a first cut, we're going to cut a 4x4. I just hope this thing stays together, to be honest with you. That'd be great. I did put some oil in there. I'm going to... I honestly don't know if the oil's getting in there or not. Alright, well, what a beautiful start. I have a feeling that is going to be a reoccurring theme. So, I've retightened this thing. I moved the clamp. You can kind of see now everything is kind of like at a different angle, because I feel like I was able to get a better bite on it this way. And actually, now that I look at it, I don't know. It might vibrate off again. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it through even one cut. I think it's just gonna vibrate off. We'll see. 3, 2, 1. Are you kidding me? Does it go up too? I am genuinely speechless. So now let's try some of these. 20D by 4 inches. Whatever that means. And the other ones were 4D by 1.5 inches. Okay. I won't drive that all the way in because I want to pull that out. So that's you know, not that bad with a regular hammer. Oh, with this, I can feel whenever you hit it, the shock like traveling up your arm is very bad. There's no way this is made for that. The lighting sucks. The sun's coming up. It's like 7 a.m. The birds are loud. Everything's kind of a mess. I have like this little branch. Oh, I just stepped in some water. Oh, now my socks. I have this little branch. I have a couple other little like dead branches. We'll take those out first, kind of see how it reacts on like a real life branch. Whatever kind of tree this is, I have no idea about trees, but this wood is really soft, so it should do good. I mean, you could pretty much chew through this wood if you wanted to. Let's just first go right here, as you would expect. Okay, that's really no problem. Oh, let's go for something a little like this right here. I mean, this is pretty much as you would expect on like a real life situation on a real tree. It just blows right through. On today's Wish Wednesday, we're going to be testing a handheld sewing machine. And there's something funny with the sewing machine. So, handheld sewing machine from Wish, right? Bought this from Wish, and then I bought this maybe like, say, 3 months ago or so. So then a couple weeks ago, whenever I was preparing to film this video, I got to thinking, you know, most things I buy from Wish are pretty bad. So it would be nice to have something of quality to compare this to, so we can see, you know, a bad one versus a good one. So I go to Amazon, find a handheld sewing machine, buy it, comes in the mail. Like 2 days ago, I start getting everything ready to film this video. And then wouldn't you know it, the one that I bought from Amazon is the exact same one. 250, 251, 260 maybe? 255. I think it's gonna be our max. This thing, ow! I just touched the tip of that thing. That hurt. Anyway, so 255 degree air that's hot. That's cooking. So, I'm gonna write down these measurements because whenever we switch to our the two other fuels that we're gonna try, I want to see how they compare. All right, so you can see we are at 1:15. We have an alarm going off. We are at just over 3 hours, and we are at basically exactly half of a tank of fuel. Let me shut everything down, get this thing shut up, and then we're gonna talk about it. First test, I put a cucumber on a stick, still wrapped in the plastic. See what happens. Cut it clean off. Let me just jam it up in there. Literally like it was nothing. Okay. All right. I really hope I have these things in the actual order they're supposed to be. All right. Let's start with sriracha. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. I'm also not going to make a face during this entire experience. Or that sriracha. Oh! My eyes are already watering. If that's sriracha, I'm in trouble. I'm literally already crying. I also have decided that I want to swallow as little of this stuff as possible because I have a sensitive tummy. Okay, for one, let me talk about the taste. It has a very strange taste. Like, it kind of tastes like a jalapeno, but, like, it kind of tastes a little bit more like grass that's kind of been like carbonated maybe or something. It's not that good. But the spice level, I mean, not even a 1. I literally, I don't feel any spice whatsoever. Literally none. It's so weird when you drink it. It almost feels like you have like pool water up your nose or something. Okay, let's just do that. Okay. Then we need a plate. And I guess we just plug it in. Look at that. I guess they just jump around like little beans or something. That's not popcorn. These things are getting hot. Take it back. Oh, I saw a piece. This is very messy. I mean, it just throws popcorn everywhere. This is so messy. What is this? Okay. So, I mean, this method seems to be easy, but very messy. It just throws the popcorn all over the place. It spits out like half popcorn, half kernels, and then they just start like exploding and like there's popcorn all over the floor. Oh, also, I don't know if I even need to explain this because we've done this before. One side, these are double-sided. One side is a drill bit, left-handed drill bit, and then the other side is a, I completely forget what it's called. A tap? No, not a tap. I bet this is going all the way through. Wow, almost the same penetration. Let me pinch this right here. This one's a little bit deeper, so I'll go here. Almost, literally identical. That's crazy. All right, we got this thing plugged in. Now, we should be able to just turn it on, and it should inflate. And I think that's all we have to do. Where's the power switch? Oh, there it is. This is actually filling up pretty fast. I think within just like a few minutes, we're gonna have a garage. This is so cool. This reminds me of like if you were a kid and you went to somebody's birthday party and they had like an inflatable thing, but for like adults. Come on. Oh, that's probably not supposed to happen. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, jeez. I think I have a big hole, big sinkhole right there. Oh, so that's what that pressure switch. So it'll turn itself off whenever it gets inflated. We need to, I'm gonna do something with this door. This thing is tall. Ah, look at that. That is incredible. All right, now we just gotta go outside and start this thing. I want you to leave a comment. How many pulls do you think it's gonna take for this thing to start? I think 2 pulls. It'll start. 2 pulls. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Right here, this big yellow sticker that I should have read but didn't. It says to turn the gas valve on. So maybe if we do that, turn the gas valve on. Now we should 2 pulls. Let's go ahead and move over to something much steeper. All right, I know from the camera it's kind of hard to tell how steep this hill is, but especially right along these 2 trees, this is absolutely the steepest part of this whole front yard. So if it can make it up this is gonna be very, very impressive to me. If it can make it up frontwards, that's impressive because it has way more weight in the back than it does the front. So if it can make it up frontwards, it can 1000% make it up backwards, which is even more impressive. Okay, that was literally like nothing. So I guess we need to find some more challenges. It didn't even struggle one bit. Again, I'm more impressed. Definitely don't do that. And some of this other grass. So I'm curious how good of a job it'll do on that. This thing is quiet. Where are you going? Not at all going where I thought it was going to be. But it is cutting that grass really good. All right. I told you guys that if you gave me 10,000 likes, it was 5,000 likes. They got 10,000 likes. This way? I guess it doesn't really matter which way the blade goes. We'll put it in what I assume is the correct way. Oh, this is gonna be like a magic trick. A regular black shirt. No. No, it's not a toy. This is for work. This is research. This is scientific research. You can't chew up the research. I mean, that's pretty dog hairy. Let's do the backside. Ooh. How come every time you touch me for 2 seconds, I'm covered in dog hair? And now that I want the dog hair, I'm not getting that much of it. Huh? How does that work? We can play when the work is done. Don't you know the saying? Work then play? Come on. Lay down. There. Did you just sigh? Is this so, are you having such a rough day? How dangerous is a pressure washer really? How much damage could it really do? Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's just water, so let the science begin. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with a 40 degree, because I feel like that's probably, at least for a high pressure washer, it's probably about an average nozzle. So we're gonna start off with a 40 degree on the pinky, and then we're gonna move to the worst case scenario, the 0 degree, and we'll see the difference. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but right here, that sliced that all the way to the bone. And that was just 40 degree. I put our 40 degree nozzle in here, and I got a bucket of water. Let's see what we can do. Imagine that. Maybe I can hook my water hose directly to this, because I do have a quick connect for the hose. Maybe we can do that. Okay, so I screwed in the water hose, and then now we just have this. It just sprays all the time, and there's nothing you can do to stop it from spraying. Also, if you think you hear like a waterfall in the background, my water hose is partially busted, so it's just like gushing onto the ground. Like, there's no shut off, so you just effectively have like just another water hose nozzle. But, and the extra battery power, I don't think it does much of anything. Oh, jeez. So I'm just gonna cut these up into a bunch of pieces, and then we'll see. First, let's see how it... That's pretty impressive, honestly. I'm not upset with that. I've never seen or heard of a ceramic knife. I can tell that it's nowhere near as good as like a regular knife, but it's doing the job. Especially if you have like a backdrop. Now I wonder where they come up with that. Would they say it was safer than a regular knife? I feel like this thing would slice you open if you like slipped or something. Okay. That actually... Oh, come on. That first hit was actually surprising. Okay. That's actually not that bad. So you can get about one hit and relieve your stress before it falls off. So you just put it down. I could be in one of those like slap fighting. Okay, fair enough. I think that thing works decently well. I feel like I have alleviated a little bit of stress. So I broke down the price per battery of all of these. And we're going to start here at this Fitonich or whatever. This battery right here is like has all the strikes against it. This is a trash battery. For one, they claim that their capacity is 2,600 milliamp hours. And because it has that weird charge port and I couldn't use my thing, I couldn't actually test how many milliamp hours it has. So they claim 2,600, but it died first, right behind Rayovac, and Rayovac only has 1,311 milliamp hours. So we can only assume that it has less than 1,300, so somewhere between 1,000 and 1,300, even though they claim 2,600. Well, I'm not going to be surprised if this does it. But if this can do it, that'll be shocking. I mean, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and call that there. Would it have got it all the way down? Maybe? Kind of to the point where it was slowing down real bad. The Milwaukee chewed through it, no problem. All right, it's been 30 minutes. This paper towel is kind of actually pretty frozen. I'm curious if having this frozen maybe, oh, maybe it really does something. I don't know. The hand thermometer says that they're about the same. All right, the one that was not in the paper towel. Let's see where we're at. We are at 39. We might go to 38. 38.8. And over here, $33, $32. We're practically freezing. 32 degrees. All right. I guess I'm the one that eats my words. I guess you guys were right. Wrapping it in a paper towel, for some reason, cools it down more. I accidentally hit the locking button. But that, I feel like that was just a tiny bit slower. I think that's quicker, so I'll do it again just to make sure it's fair. That is 100% quicker. I feel like I need to loosen up the chain a little bit. I tightened it up before the video, but I feel like it's getting tighter for some reason. All right, I think I got the chain tension about perfect. So let's see if we could do something that we couldn't do before, which is like 2 cuts in a row. That'd be amazing. That is beautiful. Give this one a try. We'll do, what do we do on this one? 4 or 5 swipes? Oh, wow. That sucks to use unless you're... Okay, that's horrible. So that's 1. I literally just saw a chip fly out. Unless you're only supposed to do it very lightly. See, we start off 560. Let's see where that takes us. Oh, 560 to 455. That should be good enough to stick something to it. All right, so since we don't have anything to apply this glue with, we're just going to use a heat gun, but we need to figure out what type of little thing we want. And these are pretty small dents. So maybe that one? Because that'll go right into the center of it. Maybe pull it right out. Oh, okay. So it doesn't take very much at all. By the way, if you're watching this and you're thinking that I have no idea what I'm doing, that's because I don't. And I'm just making this up as I go. That looks beautiful. I'm just going to pull that right out of there. Guaranteed. Oh, we're also dripping all over the car. That's going to mess up my paint. I need to keep this as pristine as possible. Between like the dust and the dirt and like the water or something. But that thing is completely dry. So, interesting. So one thing I forgot to mention is that you hook your hose in here if you want to vacuum. But then if you want to have like a leaf blower, you can take your hose out and then put it over there. And then now you have a leaf blower. So the hose still has a lot of moisture in it. Wow. Okay. So red and tacky grease you can write through. These other two, not really. No chance. Now, I really hate to do this to a good fountain pen. I'll go ahead and write fountain pen down here. We know which one's which. Red and tacky. Oh, come on. Oh, it started off so good. Okay. Oh no. I think we might be done for. Someplace where you unravel it or something. Oh no. Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so we have a little ball that's been like electrical taped, and now we have, I don't know how many feet of paracord, but a good amount of paracord here, and a little D-ring, and a little plastic piece. All of that in a survival situation would be amazing. You can never have too much paracord. The first thing is a tactical spork. I don't know about you, but the only time that I ever use a spork is at Taco Bell. I don't know what could possibly be tactical about Taco Bell or what would make this tactical, but it's a spork, just your standard old spork, and it has a knife on the inside. So I guess maybe if you're like at Taco Bell eating your, whatever, your Nacho Bell Grande with your spork, and all of a sudden you need to defend yourself, you can like pull this out and like stab somebody or something. I guess that's kind of the only real use I see for it. What I'm going to do is, because there's one other use I could kind of see for it, and let's say you have a steak. And let's say, this is all salt by the way, just so you know. Let's say you're the type of person that likes your steak, I think it's called like blue rare maybe, when it's like basically still on the cow, and it's just kind of like cooked on the outside a little bit. And say your steak starts to kind of, still got some life in it, and it kind of starts to wiggle away. Then if you have this, you could pull it out, and you could, like, finish it off. And finish off your steak. That's actually pretty good. Okay. We should be able to just... Okay. Now I think we should be good. Whoa! Alright. That's actually very stable for a drone. Oh yeah. Whoa! Watch out. Alright. Let's see if we can land on the table. That's actually pretty good. That's actually very stable. I'm impressed with that. This looks like packages of gel. I assume you're supposed to squeeze this thing? I mean, it's got to be in here for a reason, right? Oh, I did something. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. That turned from like a liquid to like a slushy. Smells very lemony. That's nasty. That's gross. Oh, this is gonna be good. So we started off at what after the cinder block? Like 8:45. Let's see where we're at now. Now we're at 115. I mean, that 115 is razor blade territory. Like, I would almost bet... Yeah. Shave hair off your arm sharp. I didn't expect it to make it that sharp. Especially after being ground on a cinder block. I'm impressed. It'll hold... Well, never mind. It won't hold a knife. So if you had these screws on here, what about if you just like... Oh, that came off. Oh. That's actually pretty impressive. I'm actually pretty happy with that. What if we had some bigger screws? Surely those aren't going to stay on. Jeez. Okay, let's put three big screws on here. We'll put them all on different rows of magnets. Okay, we lost a small screw. You know, I could see where that actually might be kind of handy. Okay, let's see how much it can pick up. All right, so I got some various different things. We have a small wrench. You could maybe if you had several of them and you were like working on something. Okay, that's not gonna. Never mind. It will fall off. What else I'm curious about? I have a cup here full of salt water. A lot of salt. We're actually going to check it with the meter. See how much. Wow. Only 244. Oh, it comes up and says 244 times 10. I didn't even know it had that feature. So whatever 244 times 10 is, that's what we're dealing with. That is a lot of dissolved solids. Let's see what this brings it down to. And hopefully, I want to see if it'll obviously take all the salt out of it. And then if it does, I'm curious if you could say, maybe if you were stranded on an island and all you had was salt water, but you had this, could you get you some water? Literally smells like the ocean. So, this is suspiciously yellow. And not only is it yellow, there's like, it almost looks like there's oil or something in there, which I'm going to assume is the salt. And if I look real close, I can actually see this like oily substance coming out of the bottom. So that has to be all the salt. So there's no way that it filtered out the salt. Woo! Not only did it not get the salt out of there, it also, like, between each thing that I put in here, I've been flushing it out with water to get the last thing out of it. And it's like it's like there was like some Red Bull trapped in there and it like flushed it out or something. I made my eyes water. This is gonna be gross. Oh no. Oh, you know what this smells like? It smells like cat food. Legitimately. It smells just like I opened a can of Fancy Feast or something. Where's the burger in that? Oh. It tastes like cat food too. So third, I don't know if this company has like a bunch of middle schoolers who are like putting these things together, or not putting these things together, because this thing comes in a box full of parts and you have to put it all together. I don't know if they have a bunch of middle schoolers who are packing the boxes or what. The quality control of this company is probably some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. As an example of one of the things I'm talking about, here's your handles. The bolt, this is how it's supposed to be, I guess. There's just so much slack inside of the tubes. Okay, so that's one big thing. A smaller thing that's pretty annoying is that this grip, it did a pretty good job of staying on today during the video, but this grip, there's like certain spots where it just like, sometimes it'll grip, sometimes it won't. Whenever I was setting up for the video, there were several times where I was pulling it backwards and the grip just slides right off. Not a huge deal, but very annoying for something that you pay $800 for. Whenever I was assembling this thing, apparently they had two, I don't know if this is the old version or the new version, but apparently there's two different versions. They sent me all of the parts in square tube, except for two of the most vital parts they sent to me in round tubing. So whenever I got the thing and I went to put it together, I couldn't even put it together because I had to email them and tell them they sent me the wrong parts to get the correct part. Do you see how much slop there is here? And then also the fact that nothing can go here. It just does, there's like nothing that you can do. Yeah, I think they've sent me a mix match of who knows what because they have zero quality control. I know, here we go again. I got the correct parts this time. I do not like this thing at all. This thing feels just very dangerous. Is that the whole thing? Oh, jeez. Okay, so maybe impact does set it off. All right, next up, we're going to be testing Amazon toilet paper. We're going to see how strong it is. Oh, excuse me. Amazon bath tissue. Pardon me. I thought it was just toilet paper. Oh, that's not it. You know what? I mean, I gotta admit, I am completely dry, and all the rain is literally going all the way around me. I feel like the kernels, oh, they're not like moving around like they were before. Oh, jeez. I'm so, oh, come on. All right. We are at, oh, great. It has actually climbed very fast. We're almost at 8. 9 is max. So we're supposed to put this here. I guess we just draw this string. I am absolutely terrified of what's about to happen. All right. 3, 2, 1. Really? It's all broken down. Use it as a punch. Alright, that'll work. No, that won't work either. Like a spitting image of what it's like to use these drill bits. Just you're trying to use them and they're just going all over the place. Well, we got a hole going. All right. All right, one hole. And then if you had a pair of these miniature bolt cutters, okay, so definitely do not buy the Master Lock bicycle lock. Your bike will get stolen. Ooh. It's a windproof too. Well, maybe not windproof, but that puts off a pretty good amount of light. Not bad. And then whenever you're done, you should be able to maybe just blow it out through the top. Oh, nice. But Oh! Ow! Ow! Why is that so hot? That was way hotter than I thought. Oh, well now it says it's only 120 degrees. It was definitely more than that when I just touched it. You know what, let's put that right here. Just in case the power ever goes out, we'll film videos with that thing. The brakes don't work whenever it's muddy. Because, I mean, really, that's all that matters for trimming hedges is the size of the stem. So, I suspect it'll do this no problem. No problem. Oh, kind of struggled there. Oh. The next thing that we are going to stick inside of the blender, glow sticks. I got 5 glow sticks here. Stick them all in here. Let's turn off the lights. Okay, I cannot see anything. Feeling around, I think I'm on the smoothie button. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so all of the glow liquid obviously has come out. It's almost like a lantern that you can see. I don't know how many of you could tell. It actually took a pretty good while for the glow sticks to actually for the fluid to drain out of the glow sticks. So I guess they're pretty tough. Now you can see. What's so surprising to me is that the plastic tubes are still intact. I figured they would be mulched up. So let's there's a water drop button on here. Let's push that, see what happens. Wow. Those plastic tubes are like super, super tough. I kind of want to let this thing run for a while and see if it'll chew up those tubes. It's so cool how it's like a lantern. Let's go on high. Wow, even on high, it does not seem to chew up those plastic tubes. Kind of crazy to me. Oh, there's some smoke. Let's get in here and get one of these tubes out. Yeah, the bottoms of the tubes are chewed off, but that's it. Other than that, they are completely intact. Let me hang this thing up. All right, our ceiling fan is now hung up. I broke out the remote control. So now let's just see what happens, I guess. Really? Now, do I have to unplug it and plug it back in every single time? Oh, look. Oh, it's twisting up the wire. Twisting it up a lot. Can we, not twist up the wire? Oh, no. It's just going to keep on twisting it. As a fan, I don't like that it's twisting up the wire like that. I feel like that would be a problem inside of a tent. I mean, it's moving air. And if this was in a tent and you were laying underneath this, this would be way, 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 way better than not having a fan. Okay. 47. I feel like that's a pretty good temperature. I guess I need to taste it to see what 47 degrees feels like. Here we go. The taste isn't so good. Why would you want to drink that? That I have that I can't do anything about. I'm 6'2", so I'm a little bit on the taller side, which makes me question, who is this thing made for? Because this seat is so long. Okay, so I'm 6'2". If I sit back here with my back all the way against the backrest, like you should, my legs are doing, pretty all right. Like I have plenty of leg room. But if I reach my hands straight out, I have to kind of lean forward to grab the steering wheel. So I'm kind of like bent over, okay? So then, this thing, if you didn't know, this thing has 3 gears. 3 forward gears, neutral and reverse. So I can't reach with my arms just straight out, so I gotta kind of bend over to reach the steering wheel. But then if I want to reach the shifter, I gotta be here to reach the shifter. I have a golf ball. This would be like a hailstorm. No. So that's going to be harder than any hailstorm probably. No. What about me? What about like if a human walks past it and like falls into it? I mean, you might be able to, if your car's right up against the side, feel your car. But I mean, it's pretty sturdy. Let's get like a tree branch. So obviously, this isn't the biggest example, but like this is an average tree branch, I would say.